Ron, you don't join a golf course because you think you're going to win the Masters, do you? And you don't buy a racehorse to make money. What I'm trying to get at here is this just an expensive hobby, really, at the end of the day?
I think it's probably partly that, but also partly investment. There's always a hope of, breeding a Derby winner or you're having a Derby winner.
Yes, but I mean, how many horses are there out there? Everybody's trying to get for that long shot.
Oh, tens of thousands.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a very long shot. But I think a good example is, for instance, the winner of the Irish Derby this year, Jack Hobbs. I think they paid 60,000, 70,000 pounds for it. So, there you are. You don't have to be paying in the, tens or hundreds of thousands of pounds.
Yes, but there are probably tens of thousands of other people who paid 60,000, 70,000 pounds or euros for a horse and have just bought themselves a nag.
For sure, yeah, for sure. And you're lucky that it runs. I mean, some of the ones I've had, never saw a race course in their life before. You have to sell them on or retire simply because there are a lot of health issues, and that's where the risk is.
Yeah, but I'll come to some of your own personal experiences. But if I wanted to do this, how do I buy a racehorse, and what sort of racehorse should I be looking for?
Well, I think my advice would be join a syndicate, look around the market and see, historically which.
But then you can have all sorts of problems in a syndicate unless you know each other pretty well. You can't decide which trainer you're going to have, what the diet is, where it's going to be housed, etc.
No, that's true, but then you minimize your risk or you increase your chances. So if you want to spend $100,000 investing in a horse, one way is to buy one yourself. The alternative, of course, is to share it with other people, either people of your choice, your own friends, and there you go. Because the training fees after that can be quite expensive.
You're sharing the risk, but you're also sharing the rewards at the end of the day.
That's correct, yeah.
Well, where would you race such a horse?
I think if you really want to go for big time, sort of what I call gamble and hope, you either do it in Europe or you do it in the US, or closer to home. Australia and New Zealand would probably be the right places. Japan is a difficult market because it's very strong support domestically by Japanese owners.
Hong Kong, of course.
Hong Kong, there's no breeding. Albeit that some of our best horses have turned to breeding, but that's a real rarity.
Ron, when you look at the world of horse riding, I mean, how expensive is the training, the housing, etc. Even before you've raced a horse? Huh?
I think you are running probably anywhere in sterling terms £3,000, or say in Hong Kong 40,000, 50,000 Hong Kong a month for a horse. So even though you might spend $2 million buying a horse, you then have to spend about 40,000, 50,000 per month supporting a horse if you're on your own.
Exactly. I mean, the most successful British horse in terms of the amount of money it's won is your own Red Cadeau, is it not? And you're lucky there, weren't you? I mean,
I'm very lucky. Yeah.
But I mean, you fly. You keep the horse at Newmarket, don't you, in England, and you fly it around the world. Well, I mean, that's not cheap, is it?
No, but he's been doing well. I mean, he's 9-year-old now, but last year between Melbourne and Sydney, he won over $1.5 million.
Ron, very quickly, which is the best horse you've ever owned and the worst one?
Oh, the worst ones, I think I've forgotten the names. Probably the best one is the one that I bred, that I raced in Hong Kong, called River Verdant.